Greetings. In this module, I'm going to show you how to approve the various parts of the student growth goals that are submitted by educators. When I get a notification that an educator has submitted their student growth part 1 or part 2, I will go into their account on my dashboard and open it. And you can see where on the checklist it says student growth. You will go to where it says edit because it's showing me that there's something here for me to review. This educator has entered a math fluency goal, and you can see that it's been submitted and that it needs reviewing. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that. At that point, I am going to go ahead and review what this particular educator has written with respect to what they're going to be working on with their type 3. If I have any comments that I need to make, I will just type them in here. And if I am happy with what part 1 looks like so far, I will hit the approved button. If I am thinking that there might need to be some changes or modifications, I will hit the not approved button. So you will decide which one you will select. And then go back to the top of this particular module. And if there are some comments that you would like to make, you will hit reviewed with comments. You're going to hold on approving goal until after part 1 and part 2 is submitted. At that point, the evaluatee will not be able to make any changes to the approved goal. By doing this, by just hitting the reviewed with comments, they are still able to change some things, so I'm going to go ahead and hit reviewed with comments, and that is going to send information to the educator with respect to the review. So I've sent the part 1 comments and approval back to the educator, and they have now sent me an update saying that they have their part 2 information in, and now their student growth goal needs to be approved. And remember that their goals are due October 1st for first semester courses, and those goals need to be approved by October 15th. So I'm back into the educator's account, and I'm looking at on their checklist type 3 student growth goal. I'm hitting the edit button. I'm looking at their math fluency goal that they have entered. You can see that here are all of the pieces that they've sent to me. There have not been any edits because I don't see any additional blue boxes underneath. I'm scrolling down to part 2. I'm reading what they have in terms of their baseline data, what they have in terms of their growth target for their students, and I'm going to enter some comments about their growth target. When I am ready, thinking that this is an okay growth goal for them to pursue, again, I'm going to scroll up to the top. And once again, if there are areas that I think need to be changed, I'm going to hit the reviewed with comments button. But when I am ready to approve the goal, then I hit the approve goal. And again, once I press this button, it is locked and the evaluatee will not be able to make any changes. So I'm going to go ahead and approve the goal. And I will hit yes, I'm ready to continue. And then it will send a notification back to the educator letting them know that the goal has been approved. And they will not probably go back in there until they have some evidence that they're ready to upload with respect to formative assessments that they are using to track their data along the way. I'm now back in the educator's account after I have approved the goal. We've gone back and forth after part 1 and part 2, looking at their entries. You can see through these boxes where there were edits or additional comments made. You can see from the evaluator side that there was evidence that was uploaded. And here is the place for comments. One last piece to discuss would be when the goal is completed and we're at our summative, you can hit the Save and Complete button. That will complete the goal and lock it. If for some reason you need to reopen the goal, there is a Reopen button that you can hit. You would hit OK, and you would enter the reason for reopening in that box. And that is all for the Type 3 student growth goal from the Evaluator side.